So what if everything that you've been told about manifestation is just incomplete? What if manifestation is not something magical, something outside of you, but it is something that you create consciously or unconsciously? And what if the question that you need to ask yourself in order to get the life that you want is not how, it's who do I need to become? Hi everyone, my name is Denisa. I am a holistic coach and a family and systemic constellation facilitator. I love supporting people in finding who they truly are, integrate their generational and personal traumas, and discover how they can shift from a victim state to becoming a conscious creators of their realities. Because I really believe we don't need to do something specific to manifest. We create constantly. So even the life that we have right now is created by us. And once we understand how we created everything until now, even on an unconscious level, then we can reverse that and we can actually create something that we truly want. So when I realized that we actually have this power to create in every moment and we are already creating, it was a big aha moment for me, and it literally changed everything in my life. Because somehow, since I was a child, I knew I had this power within me, and I knew that whatever I want, I can get it. Whatever I desire, it can be mine, but I didn't know exactly what I'm doing. So when I started my healing journey and I went really deep inside myself and I discovered who I truly am and what human beings can actually do and what society doesn't want us to know and things like that, I was amazed literally by our power. So I literally created my mission around this idea that I need to put this information out. I really need to talk about this with people. I really need to say it out loud, even though there are so many informations out there and there are so many sources. I just think that I also need to do this. I also need to share my experiences, everything that I've been through, and to let people know and to let people benefit from my experiences. So here we are. As I said in the beginning, we've been told and we've been conditioned to believe that manifestation is something magical, like something you need to say a lot of affirmations, or you need to meditate, you need to do something, in order to get the thing that you desire. It's like you're trying to attract what you're lacking. So I don't have a specific thing, I don't have a specific person in my life, I want a specific experience and I don't have it and I need to get it, It's like I'm trying to manifest something that I don't want. And in this process, you're basically focusing on the thing that you don't have, on the lack. And in my perspective, conscious creation, it is completely different. It's understanding that whatever you want already exists. It exists in this infinite universe, and you have infinite possibilities to get that thing. You just need to align yourself to the frequency that thing, that person, that experience requires. Because I know everyone heard about the law of attraction, the law of frequency, but there are true, like literally everything that you want exists and you can attract that thing in seconds. In the quantum field, there is no such thing as time. Time doesn't exist. It's just energy there and frequency. So whatever, if it's a person, as I said, if it's an experience, if it's money, it's whatever it is, you can access that energy from the field in seconds because time doesn't exist there. That's why I prefer the word conscious creation, because even if you realize it or not, you've been manifesting or you've been creating all your life. The life that you have right now is created by you, by an outdated version of you that was at a specific frequency. So the frequency that you had at that time, in that moment when you created the reality that you have right now, basically attracted the circumstances, the people, and everything in your life. And I also believe in the fact that our soul also has something to say in this, because our soul, when it comes to this world, into this body, it has a specific mission, and it will choose the right family with the right traumas, with the right experiences, with the right people, and like everything right for it to be able to fulfill that mission in this life. So of course nothing is a coincidence. We are supposed to go through everything that we've been through. So I really believe that, but at the same time it is super important for us to understand how we created everything that we've created until now, and how we can shift that. Because even if you look at this video, or if you are into this kind of knowledge, you know, your soul wanted this. Your soul wanted for you to awaken, for you to get to know all these things, you know, and to be conscious about yourself. Because when you start to acknowledge yourself, you're literally changing everything. It's like that shift in your life that's gonna change everything. I like to say that you don't get what you want, you get who you are. Because we've been told that in order for you to have something, you need to do something, and then you will be something. So for example, I want money, you know, I need to do a lot of work first, then I will have money, then having money will make me be fulfilled. Or I need to go to a lot of dates to have a partner and to feel love. But there is a really big problem with this system and with this formula, because when we always focus on the things that we need to do in order to get something and to be something, we are always at the mercy of the circumstances, at the mercy of our exterior world, and so on. We are not in control of everything. We are not creating anything, because basically everything that we want is at the stage of doing. We need to do something to get whatever we want. This is also what I've been telling you about manifestation, right? In order for you to get something, you need to do. You need to do a lot of, or to say a lot of affirmations. You need to do a script. You need to do something. And it's not working like that. You literally, as I said, attract who you are. That means your frequency. So I know the system told us that you need to do, to have, and to be, because they wanted us to be controlled by them, you know. But when you change this, and when you take ownership, when you take control over your life, and you start to ask yourself, okay, but when I am doing something, who I am. Like, for example, if you do a specific work, right? You think that, okay, I need a specific amount of money and I need to do a lot of work. But if you go to work and you are in that energy of resignment, of unfulfillment, where you are sad, you are exhausted, you cannot stay there, that job, for example, it is draining your energy and so on. You cannot be productive, for example, and to actually put your better energy into that work and to get the amount of money that you want. It's the same, for example, in relationships. If you go on a date, but your energy is an energy of judgment, for example, and you go on that date and you meet this guy or this girl and you start judging them, you start criticizing them and so on. Do you believe that you're gonna have that relationship? Maybe you will if that person aligns to that energy and if that person wants you to criticize them unconsciously, but you won't attract a healthy relationship, you know? So basically what I want to say is that we don't start from doing, we start from being. You need to ask yourself always, okay, who I am when I am doing something. And when we change this formula, when we change this equation, and you start to ask yourself, okay, who I am right now when I am doing this action, everything is gonna change and the outcome especially is gonna change. And the good news is that when you think about, okay, who I am in this moment right now, you're getting your power. You own your power, you own your life. You start to understand, okay, how do I want my life to be created? And this is the best thing that can happen to you. This realization is one of the most powerful realizations that you can have in this life, literally, because this means the remote of your life is in your hands, because the ways of being, the frequencies that you can use in the state of being are in yourself. They have no space, they have no time. They are in you right now. You can instantly shift the way you act, who you are. You can instantly shift that. You can instantly shift from being sad to being happy, if that's what you want. You can instantly shift the energy of judgment to the energy of love, instantly. And this is literally everything that you need to do. Guys, I've been manifested or created consciously so many things, even sometimes even unconsciously. Because, for example, my mind would desire something like, I want a specific partner, I wanted him to be like this, and it was just everything coming from my mind, and then I would create that in my life. I would have that partner in my life, and then I would realize, okay, but this is not actually what I really wanted or what I really needed. But yeah, I needed that person in my life to highlight the fact that, okay, that person is not right. But also there you can also see your hidden intentions. Because, for example, you can say at the level of your mind, yeah, I want, my energy is of love, I want to love this person. But if your true intention, your pure intention is not of love, it's of control. Because when I manifested that person and I wanted him to be like this, a lot of lines there on the list, I was trying to control. I was not going in that relationship from the energy of love. Even if at my mind level would have seemed like that, it wasn't, it was control. So of course my soul wanted to show me that, okay, this person is not right for you. And also the energy of control is opposite to the energy of love. And here is how you can also acknowledge how you created your life until now. So for example, you wanted a lot of money in your life, you wanted a very happy life, you wanted a beautiful family, you wanted love, you wanted a partner, and so on. If you don't have everything that you desired until now, if you don't have it in your life right now, you need to ask yourself, what was my hidden intention that created the reality that I have right now? Because you created it, but you just said at your mind level, I want XYZ. But then if you don't have them, that means that you had a hidden intention that created this reality that you live right now. What is that intention? So let me give you this example. For 3 years, I was just telling myself constantly that I want to lose weight, that I am not the happiest in my actual weight, and then I want to lose a specific amount of kilograms, but that never happened. Actually, the opposite happened. I started to gain weight. And then I started to ask myself, okay, I'm just telling myself at the mind level that I want to lose weight, but what is my hidden intention? My hidden intention was to actually don't have any rules, to not follow any rules, to not follow any diet. I was so sick of doing all of that weight loss process, and I just wanted to enjoy food. So even though I was telling myself that I want to lose weight, no, my intention was not that. I cannot blame, my friends, the food that I'm eating, the calories, I cannot blame anything. I just need to be aware of what is my hidden intention. And when I started to honor that intention, I was like, okay, I am in this period in my life where maybe I don't want to lose weight. Maybe I just want to enjoy my actual weight right now, to enjoy food and not to follow any rule and not to follow any diet and so on. But that moment when I acknowledged my intention behind my actions, I understood, okay, I cannot attract what I want. I cannot attract that perfect body that I was dreaming of if my intention is not that. So guys, at the end of the day, what I want you to remember, you are creating your life, consciously or unconsciously. And you have the power to always change that. And another thing is that you can look at your life literally right now and ask yourself, okay, how is this life, my current life, different from my dream life? And what is my hidden intention that is holding me back from achieving that desired life? Who do I need to become in order to manifest or to create that desired life that I want? I'm really curious to know if this video helped you. It's actually my first ever video that I'm filming for YouTube. And I'm also a little nervous. And if you resonated with me, if you resonated with this information, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like and follow, comment, tell me what you liked, tell me how all this information is applying to you specifically. Tell me also, what do you think are those hidden intentions that you have and they don't allow you to live that desired reality? And my intention for this YouTube channel is to bring as much information as I can about traumas, generational traumas, personal traumas, about conscious creation, about your mission, about how you can truly be yourself, your authentic self. So hopefully we will see each other in the next videos. I cannot wait to build this huge community of conscious creators, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.